These are the coolest LEGO trains made by fans that you'll ever see. Starting with MOC Hogwarts Express upgrade. Imagine if you could expand upon that official LEGO Hogwarts Express train set and make carriages that actually look good and are somewhat realistic. Well, this talented designer did just that with this incredible model. All functions of the original set remain intact. This is still the same great locomotive at its core. The upgrades simply push it closer to the near perfect train for display and layouts. And the best part, for anyone who doesn't want to spend the $500 on the UCS Hogwarts Express, this version delivers a detailed, impressive full train at a far more accessible level. Your shelves will appreciate the smaller footprint too. The upgrades here are great. We have proper large coaches, perfect for transporting the boy who lived, as opposed to the official set's small tiny passenger coaches. The MOC shares only a quarter of its parts with the original set. The other 75% are completely new pieces added to dramatically improve the shape, accuracy and mechanical realism of the train. That's why the upgrade looks so much better and why it costs significantly more to build. The official set gives you the basics, the MOC turns it into a fully detailed display-ready train. Next up is Canadian Pacific HUM 440 American with power functions. This build comes from Nonsense Wars, a well-known LEGO train creator, and YouTube channel respected for high accuracy, functional locomotives, and attention to detail. These instructions cover a 1/48 scale Canadian Pacific 440, designed specifically to run on R104 curves, which is ideal for collectors who want both realism and layout compatibility. The LEGO MOC is based on the Canadian Pacific train of the same name, nicknamed American type steam locomotives that were built in the late 19th and early 20th century. For Canadian Pacific, the HUM class served during a transitional era, when the railway was expanding westward and standardizing its locomotive fleet. While they were eventually replaced by larger, more powerful locomotives, the HUM class represents a key chapter in Canadian Pacific's early development. In fact, Canadian Pacific is as Canadian as any company can be. Their legacy can still be felt to this day. That huge hotel in Quebec City, well, they built it. Towns like Winnipeg, Regina became as big as they are today thanks to Canadian Pacific. That historical simplicity is part of what makes the HUM a great subject for a LEGO model. It's compact, while still being recognizable as a classic piece of North American steam history. But what is this? Welcome to Rebrickable, the one-stop shop for custom LEGO sets or MOCs, as AFOs call them. Here anyone can design and sell the instructions of their MOCs, everything from costume modulars, cars and well, trains. But why use Rebrickable? You see, if you want to elevate your LEGO train layout and create something unique, currently not offered by LEGO, Rebrickable is the perfect way to level up your LEGO city. By buying these MOCs via the instructions, you can create your own unique layout with trees, locomotives and costume modulars. Rebrickable has anything you could want. The only problem is the price, but not all models are super expensive. Rebrickable connects directly with Brinklink, the eBay of LEGO parts. It's super convenient, and you can buy the parts there. So let's get out there and build a custom LEGO train layout right now. Next up is MOC 8 studs wide TGV Horizon Express. This is the 8 studs wide MOC of the French TGV, inspired by the Horizon Express set. The model is primarily built as display, not play, focusing on shaping, proportions and accuracy. It can be motorized, but due to its length and wheelbase, it cannot run on standard LEGO R40 curves, unfortunately. The train does not include an interior, allowing the build to stay rigid and stable while preserving the streamlined profile of the real TGV. I personally love this classic orange TGV livery, very iconic, and if you want a creative twist on the LEGO Horizon Express, this model is for you. Next up is Alternative Wagon for Emerald Knight. This model tries to recreate that classic Emerald Knight coach in 2025. One of the biggest design challenges with classic style passenger cars is finding windows that look right and don't cost a fortune. The original Emerald Knight carriage relied on the 6556 train window, and in 10 these pieces regularly climb above $10 each. While it may seem cheap when you have, let's say, 10 windows, well, it costs $100, making them impractical for anyone building a full consist in 2025. The breakthrough, however, came in 2020, when the LEGO Harry Potter theme introduced a new 10 1x3x3 window element. Its proportions turned out to be a perfect match for the type of early 20th century carriage the designer wanted to build. The extra height adds presence, the narrow profile keeps the sidewall elegant, and most importantly, it's affordable and easy to source. From that point on, the entire design revolved around these windows. Using these newer pieces, it makes the coach feel more refined than the original Emerald Knight design, while also keeping the build more realistic and consistent with that era. It allowed for a properly spaced window base, clear lines, and more accurate silhouette, without relying on a rare or overpriced part. For builders who want to expand the Emerald Knight or start their own now, this window choice makes the whole project viable, and I love what the designer did here. Next up is MOC V106W Locomotive Lock PF. This locomotive is a compact, refined take on the original 3677 red cargo train engine. The goal here was to keep the recognizable look and color scheme while improving the design and proportions for modern layouts, giving it a more balanced profile and making it easier to run on tighter layouts. The designer also added working side doors for better play access and visual accuracy. The battery box, normally exposed in light bluish gray, dark bluish gray, has been cleanly enclosed using red hinge plates, allowing it to blend naturally into the body without breaking the color flow and design. Aside from these structural changes, the mod includes several minor exterior adjustments to smooth out the shaping and bring the details closer to real diesel switchers. So overall, it's an outstanding model. Next up is Canadian Pacific Heritage GP38-2. This model is a 7 studs wide, created by a Rebrickable designer and based on a real Canadian Pacific Heritage locomotive, specifically the CP3084, one of several units repainted in this striking scheme in the early 2000s. The designer chose 7 studs wide as a middle ground between realism and practicality. That scale allows for far more shaping, texture and accuracy proportions that standard 6 wide builds don't, but without the bulk of going full 8 studs wide. As expected, it comes with unique design challenges, specifically when working around handrails, vents, fuel tanks and CP's layered color bands. But the result shows how much can be done within the format. The designer hasn't test built this model yet, but intends to do in the coming months. Even so, from what we can see in this image, the model already captures that distinctive CP look. Last but not least, we have MOC Duncan. This MOC brings Duncan, the feisty narrow gauge engine from the Railway series, into LEGO form. The creator has put together a highly polished digital package for builders. The purchase include PDF instructions, sticker designs in SVG file format, bring links to your file, and Rebrickable parts list built around the PDF version. The stickers are intended to be printed on adhesive vinyl, but any vinyl cutting setup should work. These decals help capture Duncan's Railway series facial style, lining and nameplating details that LEGO Elements alone can't recreate. So if you're looking for an accurate Duncan, this MOC captures that spirit better than any official project ever has. So my friends, we took a look at some incredible LEGO train models made by fans. But if you want to see even more trains, don't forget to click this video on the screen right now. See you there!